Okay, so I did record a video yesterday, and what actually happened was something went funny. It took ages to upload, and then didn't upload. So I'm going to talk a bit about changes. This is for the users of my robot and trading system, and also some live trades that we've got on right now. Okay, and these are placed by the robot. You may notice that auto trading switched off on this one. That's because this terminal is local, and of course I run the robot on a remote terminal because it needs to run 24 hours a day. And I'm going to talk about how markets move. For those of you who are the sort of people, some people, okay, can put trades on and just don't look at them. Other people put trades on and go, do you know what, I need to stare at the charts. I'm a stare at the chart kind of person because I want to see what's going on. And we trade with our robot. We're trading on the that's what I'm just setting the colour. Blue will do. We trade on the 4-hour chart, but we use the daily chart as well. But the robot does the trading, and so it looks for the long-term trend. There's one there. There's a buy trend there, and you can see we're just breaking out of this sort of level. The trade's been on since this candle here this morning. Last night the robot went flat. It had all its trades closed in profit, which is really good. We made a profit yesterday of I can't remember how much. Should have looked at before I started. So that was really cool. So I'll go through the 3 trades we've got on at the moment, but I want to talk about market movement and how things happen. All right, I'm the sort of person that studies very fast charts. So although I trade, the robot trades with 1 minute and the 4-hour daily charts, and then uses other things to confirm it. I like to look at movements in the 1 minute chart, and the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that during just before the hour, all day, every day, and all night, okay, the markets, if you've got a buy on something, it will just pull back against you, and sometimes that pullback can be quite violent, and the more violent the pullback, generally the faster the thing's going to go. This candle here, that's a 4-hour candle, so we entered that some hours ago, and it just sat there on the buy. We'll see where the open is there, and it bounced down here. Now our stop is built down here. You can see the stop's miles away, and now it's actually powerfully moving up. I mean, it really is shifting. That's done about 30 pips in under. It's now 10 minutes. That's done 30 pips. Okay, and it's been doing it. I won't say it hasn't been. It has been going up and down today. But we've just hit. We're coming up to the New York market open. It's 10 to 3, and the price has actually just shot up in the air, which is really interesting. So I'm really excited about that because I think this could be a nice run. I'm hoping to take profit on this trade today. It'd be nice to get it out of the way. I don't like sitting in trades for days and days, but we do because it's sort of trading. So this is GBP Aussie. If you're actually manually trading, you might think about this one. If you get in quickly, but you probably won't, because by the time I get the video loaded up, it'll be too late. You'll be chasing the trade. The robot took the open on the candle before, the big candle that's moving now. It's really exciting. It's really shifting. It's now at 33 pips. I'm watching it on another terminal as well, so I've got a number of screens. And here's another example of the same thing. We've got a CAD yen short. You'll see our entry was back up here, so it came down here, it sat here, it actually moved down pretty quickly down to there, then it sat here, and look how far it's come back halfway up that candle, which we know is what? It's a pullback. That's absolutely normal. Okay, so that's fine. So as I said before, you can expect a half hour and 3 o'clock, half hour and hourly movements against you, and then it'll move in your favour. So if you've got a trade on and it starts moving against you, hold your nerve. And that's part of one of the issues with manual trading and robot trading. Actually, it is an issue with robot trading. I was talking to one of my guys yesterday, and he said, "Oh, I closed this trade because it looked like it was turning back." How do you know it's turning back? Okay. So for users of the system, you'll notice that the ATR has we're using ATR for targets, but there was problems with ATR because sometimes it gave us issues with if you had one big candle in the 14 that you're testing, it meant that the thing would get the wrong so if we had, let's say we have I don't know, something like this, so we'd have one big candle like that, and then it would pull back down this and get very weak, then the ATR would be wrong and it would be way too high and it wouldn't be able to hit the target. So I've switched to these Bollinger Bands here because they seem to be much more reliable for targets. So like if you entered here, your target's kind of here. Look how reliable that is. You wouldn't enter that trade. Why? Because the risk reward's too small. Okay, because the robot actually looks at that and sees it. So this one here was a really good trade, and we're really enjoying getting into that. That's cool. My VPS is just disconnected, which isn't very helpful because I just wanted to keep you an update on these. So that's that one. Euro New Zealand is another one I've got on. We did have a dollar Swiss that stopped out in profit. God dear. Now we could actually have like hundreds of trades on, but we don't have loads and loads of trades on. I'll tell you why that is. Because we don't want to be trading against ourselves. Yeah, this one's really slow. This Aussie New Zealand here. Is it Aussie New Zealand? Euro New Zealand. What am I talking about? This one's been sitting here all day. It's kind of had a little run up. It had a little run up, you can see, to the 23.6% fib level in the trade. You can see where the target is at the top of this level. Looks like it's coming together, so it's losing power to actually move. I'm going to keep it on. It's going to be a slow mover. Look how small these candles are. So it'll probably get there. It's just going to take hours and hours to do so. It's certainly broken this technical level there. It broke. Dear, everything's gone really slow. So it broke that. There we go. It's drawn a line now. Broke that technical level. Broke that technical level. So it's broken through there. So its next target is up here. Yay! Okay. So looking forward to that, but that's going to be a slow one. As you can see, it's been sitting there. That's 5 pips underwater at the moment. But basically, I've got 60, 36, 32 trades of about 36 pips profit, and one teeny weeny minus 6 pips profit. But it's within the range of the candle movement. I don't see this getting there. This could take 2 or 3 days. I mean, look, if each one of those is a 4-hour candle, 4, 8, or there's 6 of those in a day. 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So this is like a week. So that's 5 days to get up to the to this level here, which I'm quite happy about. So that one's going to take a little bit longer to get where it's going. If it stops out, it stops out. The point is that holding your nerve is really important. I prefer to hold my nerve and let trades run. The way the robot has also been modified in the last months or so is that there's lots of space for it to move in the start of a trade. So if we have a new trade on, we have a reasonable stop depending on the pair, minimum 23 pip stop. Okay, but basically we look at the last 3 candles, just add 3 pips to it. But sometimes that's not enough to allow for sort of general movement in the market, whipsaws and bouncing up and down and that sort of thing. And then when we get to the 50%, I'll just move the stop to the 23%. When we get to 78%, we move the stop to the 50%. And as it gets closer to the target, the stop is creeping up and gets closer until it cannot. Because any trader will tell you this. If you're the sort of trader that just puts a stop and an entry on, okay, sometimes what you find is if you put a stop and a take profit on and you just leave it, sometimes it will go halfway up, bounce back down again and stop you out, and you could have taken half that out. So most people start taking profit out of the trade. The closer it gets to the take profit, the more we take profit out of the trade. I think this CAD yen has been a really good trade. It's going to hit the 50% soon, so that you'll see the stop will bounce down to the 23%. I won't let you sit here and watch it. It's at 42 pips now. It's really broken really nicely, but it has been on all day. It's been sitting there gently falling, and it's falling really nicely. There is a kind of technical level at the 50%. I don't know if I look at the daily chart, see if there's further. Yeah, it's kind of a big open space after this sort of technical level here. If it breaks that, bam, we're gone. But we'll be safe anyway. So we'll probably we might take a smaller profit depending on what happens with the markets. If it carries on going bearish, okay, past this technical level here, well, it's actually in it now. Okay, I think it's going to hit. I think I'm probably going to be hitting that 50% very soon. Once it hits that, if it breaks down below this, maybe to where the 78% is, we're going to be taking profit. Probably without a doubt, it's just going to carry on down very nicely. I mean, it's done a nice move like that first, hasn't it? And then you can see how it did a kind of, it's done a little pullback here. See on that candle there, big green pullback. It had another entry there which would have gone 50%, but because if you look at that, yeah, this would have gone 50%. I don't know if that, hang on, let me see, did we have that trade? No, we didn't. We had a different trade. Okay. Yeah, this, by the way, if you're interested in the order history thing and you don't have the Strobot Ultimate Trading System, it's built into the Strobot Ultimate Trading System. This order history thing is available as a free download, just the bit that does the history, not the Strobot Ultimate Trading System. I'm also going to warn, we're currently rewriting the backtest facility, so the backtest facility will give you weird results, wrong results, but it's a huge thing that needs rewriting. So I think that's about all I'm going to say. So if you're interested in this trading system, it's called Strobot Ultimate. It comes with a big indicator. You throw it on whatever charts you want to trade. You run the robot on, I haven't got one in here, it's a viewing terminal. So you run the robot on one chart and you open all the charts of the things you want. The indicator then sends a message to the robot to say trade this. The robot then looks at the trades it's got on for it and it won't trade against things. So I've got a portfolio of trades. I'll tell you what I've got on now. Buy Euro New Zealand, buy GBP Aussie, sell CAD Yen. Okay, you will notice that none of those pairs overwrite each other or double over because I'm hedging. Okay, hedging means we have a range of trades on that are not similar to each other in the sense that we're not trading. I haven't got 2 GBP trades or $2 trades on, or 2 CAD trades on, or 2 yen trades on, or 2 euro trades on. So I'm always building a portfolio of trades, which means I'm I'm able to hedge a little bit and protect myself against a trade that goes wrong. We do occasionally get trades that don't work very well, or take longer than they should, or stop out. That's life. That's life in the forex markets. There is no gold. There's no holy grail. All right, it's just a matter of statistically winning more pips than you're losing, or more percentage than you're losing. Okay, and it's no good having 100 winning trades if you're not winning enough pips out of them to cover your losses. But we don't want to do that. We want to make a whole bunch of money. Why? Because the end result of good trading is making money, and the end result of making money is being able to help other people who need help financially. It's being able to do a lot more things. I'm not a person who thinks about getting a Maserati or anything like that. I do live in the middle of nowhere and you wouldn't get it down the farm track, but I'm raw into helping people and doing good in the world with the money that I make from this. So I hope that's really helpful. I hope you've enjoyed that. So the website is strobotultimate.com. If you have a look on MQL4, search for order history. I think mine is the only order history software out there for showing you order history. It doesn't show you the fibbed orders because obviously that's part of the Strobot Ultimate Trading System. Have a lovely day. I hope that's been really helpful. I'm at what is it, 33, 70, 65 pips in profit at the moment over 3 trades. This Euro New Zealand is extremely slow and boring, but we'll just hang with it. Have a great day. strobotultimate.com.